Alright, so how y'all doing, boys? Hope you're doing well. Now, in today's video, I feel as if though most of the time when doing stuff like PvP showcases, I will use these characters a whole bunch, and then for like the longest period of time, I go without using them. And that is, of course, the King of Fighters characters. I do use Kyo obviously a lot. Kyo is one of the more meta-dominant characters, and I'm a huge fan of Rugal, especially after his Holy Relic. He had such a huge revamp, honestly like the character that changed the most with their Holy Relic, but Mai is one of those characters alongside Athena that I really just don't ever use, and I've been loving this kind of just like OG Holy Relic Arthur Sigurd team. It's honestly so much fun. Really wish I could have used this when the 4v4 was out, but of course Mai has the single target card. I believe it's this one. Nope, it's the AoE actually. There you go. It inflicts amplified damage, and obviously let's getting a whole ton of buffs right off the bat. It is going to work super well, but here we go. The second card inflicts amplified damage equal to 250% of attack on all enemies. The first card inflicts damage equal to 450% of attack on one enemy and depletes 3 ultimate move gauge orbs. The ultimate, which we only have 1/6, inflicts damage equal to 630% of attack on one enemy in increased skill ranks. The passive here increases the hero's basic stats by 15% for 2 turns if the skill ranks up. And then last but not least, the Holy Relic. Increase all allies attack by 15% if the hero is buffed. So all kind of working in together with the whole rank up system and getting buffs, but she is honestly a really well designed character, and I feel like pretty much all of the King of Fighters characters were really well done. Of course, we don't have any gear for her, that's why we're kind of doing the ungeared showcase. And then jumping over to the closet, not a crazy amount of investment, we just have all the costumes purchased. She did get a really nice extra one with the rerun of the collab. I think it's the... which one is it? It's that one there, I believe, the Nine-Tailed Fox one, which honestly, Kyo's costume, I don't know why they didn't give Rugal one as well, but that's right, this is the team we're using today. Not the highest CC we've seen higher, but yeah, let's jump right into it. And let's see our first opponent. Honestly, one of the scariest teams in the game at the moment. Pretty much anything with this Christmas Awakened Lilia. The Trader Meliodas is probably the best partner for it, or if you can also use the Excalibur Arthur with Holy Relic. The defensive capability he has in himself, it's absolutely crazy. But what do we want to go for? I don't really think we can actually kill anyone right off the bat, which is kind of scary, but let's see if we can... Getting the second like AoE Amplify card, I feel like will put us off to a real good start in the match. Chucking that one out on melee. Still some pretty good, actually. Damn, it was such a shame melee didn't take anywhere near as much damage as like something like Kyo. Maybe we should have gone for Kyo to start off the match, but let's see. Yeah, those single target cards are going to do so much damage, but at the actual point of recording this video, it is extremely late, so any misplays, I'm just going to use that as my excuse. But I've been doing the deer. I finally gave the deer raid, or the deer demonic beast, its first couple attempts, and I did actually manage to beat stage 3. It took me 4 hours, which is like, to me is actually unbelievable. Like, someone who spends this much money on the game and is like invested in their characters that much, I still struggle to that extent. Like, so crazy. I really do hope they release some character in the near future that'll like make the ease of doing that just make that stage a tiny bit easier, because like in what, another 24 hours I believe we'll have the reset. I'm gonna have to go through that all again, so let me know in the comment section down below how you guys have been going with that, because damn, it is a lot more difficult than I expected. Still glad I could actually beat stage 3 right off the bat though. However, I did definitely enjoy the amount of like, you know, difficulty it brought. Definitely a nice change of pace for like, I feel like PvE as of recent has been like fairly, there hasn't been like a huge amount of difficulty in any content, but let's see, what do we want to go for? I think, I mean, starting off with the Amplify there is the obvious go-to, but if we could get rid of, you see, having these two not being like the same typing does make it a little bit hard to kill anyone right off the bat, but I feel as though if we can hit a crit with Sigurd right here on the Sariel, I mean, maybe? Yeah, still close. If we can get that double AoE Amplify, it'll go so well. I reckon we can definitely just like wipe certain characters right off the bat. Definitely, if you're using this team and using like the Arthur Sigurd combo, you are probably a lot better off using a character with a single target Amplify. I did really feel like I was looking at this team and I was like, really want to give it another shot. I was thinking of using the Ren, which probably would have been the better pick for the team, but it has been so long since I used my... I completely forgot to Amplify card was AoE even to begin with, but let's see. Chucking up the taunt there. Definitely want to get rid of you in this next attack. If we had another buff just to guarantee the killing him, that would be great. Let's see. Let's go 1. Oh, it's not even like I can rush ultimates for anyone here. We'll go 2, and then I think I'll just chuck out the Arthur card just to get rid of it. Please one-tap Sariel here. I do think he actually gets a defense increase from that card as well, but there we go. Still managed to get rid of him there. Sigurd, I do think my Sigurd is still on the attack and crit set build, but like, even then, he still does really good damage. I still really want to go ahead and make him a HP defense set. I actually went ahead and built myself a Yuagia set for my Geldar. I did like a attack and defense. I really wanted to start grinding out the bird since, you know, you can infinitely grind it and get the materials now, but I don't know, I just find it crazy how like, some people can just go through runs and like, obviously the RNG can screw up from time to time, but they can just get such flawless runs from time to time, and like, they don't even use characters with power strike cards, which I find crazy. Like, yes, you can use Meliodas with like maxed out buffs, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's been a hot minute since I've like actually gone ahead and grinded out the activity. Let's see though. Let's go. I'd really like an Arthur buff, but since we don't have one, I'm gonna go 1, 2, and why not? We'll go for this one here. Having a level 3 ult range is super helpful for Margaret. That, I believe that removes the full 3 ult gauge. Yeah, look at that. I mean, pretty good animations and whatnot. I wish she did get just like a little bit more of a buff from her Holy Relic. I'm definitely happy that they made Rugal so much more like just effective, and especially with King coming out and like, you know, Pierce cards being the way to go for breaking his shield. I definitely did get to, you know, have a couple showcases with Rugal, which was really, really nice. Hopefully you can stop these Tarmiel taunts sometime soon. They are so annoying, and I mean, mine not tanking too terribly there. I expected to lose the ultimate though, that's for sure. God damn, we got so many buffs. Who can we kill? Margaret is definitely really low. I feel as if though we just go full... Actually, we just go ahead and rush ults for everyone. Ah, but his Tarmiel will get ultimate as well. We're pretty much forced to go for Tarmiel here. There we go. Get rid of those. I highly doubt we'll kill him with all these attacks, but having full ultimates with everyone, we're pretty much guaranteed to win. That's the thing as well, like, versing the mono blue full, or just like any full Archangel team, even though it may be better without them, just going up against Goddess Liz is just such a hassle, that's for sure. And then I actually don't even know if I'll end up making the Holy Relic for her, just because I feel like there will be another character that is going to require those materials, and since they aren't infinitely, you know, you can't just go ahead and get an infinite amount of them, I am probably going to want to hold on to them for a character that's just a little bit more interesting than Goddess Liz to run, that's for sure. Is that level 3 Breath of Bless? Okay, no, only level 2, that's fine. We can live with that. Goddamn, 2 ultimates though. Ugh. Surely we can get rid of you, and we can remove yours as well. You can't get merge or anything from those two there. Damn, that AoE is still so goddamn good. Hopefully we can get some level 2s or even like a level 3 in this showcase. Getting rid of the Tarmiel there. There isn't much he can do to bring back this match, so let's get on to the next opponent. I'm super excited as well to have the Valentine's Day Molescular dropping on Global. Definitely going to spend a couple stones on it. There you go. Here I am using Dokkan terminology. That's how late it's gotten. I'm super excited. I've also seen someone go ahead and... What do we want to go for? I think actually going for this just because like the card draw we got and we'll get the merger, but I try not to watch the videos just so I can have like first impressions and whatnot for when I actually play it in game, but someone used them on the Deer raid and saying they're fairly good. Obviously I didn't go ahead and watch the video, but if it's a character that makes the Deer raid easier, by all means I will be investing, that's for sure. I already have Yuagia and whatnot for her, but I don't think her cosmetics are like super invested in it, especially since Molescular was a character that came out when I didn't spend money on the game. Looks to be a real player here. The Margaret having that cleanse as well is going to be our biggest enemy. I mean, Maya's still living, that's the main thing. Can we get rid of anyone though? I definitely want to get rid of Melly, but the chance of that happening is so slim. I definitely know we can get rid of Gotha, but God. I mean, why not? Let's just get rid of Gotha. I feel like we'll have whoever it is in the back come to the front of his, and yeah, why not? We'll just go full send on the cards. We'll get rid of the Maya one as well. I mean, last match was a real opponent as well, and we did manage to come through with that one. Okay, we can throw the Maya card out to someone else. I'm kind of hoping that goes for... Doesn't Margaret have more? Yeah, perfect. Exactly what you want to see. I'm guessing he's going to have someone like a Festival King come to the front, and we're just going to be in a whole lot of trouble. Or the one that's just as scary. Although the one has fallen off quite a bit, he is still just not a unit you want to mess around with. He is still very powerful, especially with the Holy Relic. Although it is very unfortunate that they gave him a Holy Relic so early, because being one of the first Holy Relics, obviously it's going to be a lot worse, and he is pretty much stuck with that Holy Relic for the rest of the game now, but let's see. Got a whole lot of damage on us. Gonna have Trader Meliodas come to the front, but at this point, I just don't think there's a way we can get through. Yeah, look. This kind of card draw, this is one of the worst teams for it to happen with as well. Like, if we're just not getting the card draw for the right... Oh, we didn't even have any. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna buff up the Arthur there, throw out this card here, and try and kill Melly in one card, but usually in some teams it's alright because you at least have 2 characters that have like good cards, but in this team here with both of these support type units, it's just not gonna go. But I mean, he's gonna remove all of our buffs pretty much and get a whole bunch of damage, so what do we reckon? Maybe like a 2 mil attack stat from Melly here, depending on the ultimate level of course, but let's see. Meliodas for the deer as well is such a necessary unit. Like, can't even see the damage either. I'm surprised actually everyone survived there. He's played 1-6, but I just can't imagine people beating that 3rd floor without Meliodas. It's so absurd. Definitely having fun running the MAI here, that's for sure. But if you guys do happen to have any team suggestions or even just video suggestions, by all means, let me know in the comments section down below. And what are the chances that we just go this long without managing to get a second one of these AoE cards? And I mean, 4th off the bat's always nice. It does actually go ahead and give us another chance to actually draw that AoE card, but I feel as well we're not facing like a whole bunch of red opponents, but I mean, I feel like pretty much the only red team you see nowadays is if you were to go up against like a Barn team, which even then, even if you have blue units, like with how tanky the Barn team is, it still doesn't even feel like you're attacking type advantage sometimes. Like, it is crazy just how absurdly tanky that man is. And like, you get a 3-star gift card up, heals 50%, all allies, should I say, on the enemy team, heal 50% HP at the end of that turn. That's like, what, 2, maybe 3 turns from memory? I think it's the 2, but that's, to me, is still just absolutely absurd. But let's see, unfortunately attacking into the dodge food there. Would you look, my tanking like that, I know Escanor isn't critting or anything, and that's a crit from a flood card, so she's obviously not going to tank well regardless, but that's still good. Even taking hits from Trader Melee, not too shabby. What do you want to go for, though? Let's see. I definitely want to try and life steal just a tad with her, and it'll also get us the murder. So, thinking going for this play here is probably best. Maybe should have gone for Escanor just because he has the flood card, and removing that, just removing like a tiny bit of his HP just so we take a little bit less would be. And Sigurd actually stealing the showcase, completely just wiping Trader Melee there. Jesus. Okay, there. Having King come to the front as well. I mean, I feel like especially once we get like the AoE card off along with like Arthur's debuff, this card here could probably kill. What are we at the moment? Because it'd actually pull a couple more dupes for Sigurd. I believe he's 4 or 5, 6 from memory, because we did get 2 dupes in the Skadi summons, which weren't the greatest summons in the world. We did only manage to pull Skadi the first time in a hot minute, which I've actually missed like a side banner unit, so a bit unfortunate, but I mean, it's only a late, you don't have to worry a whole ton. Let's see here though. Got the double amplify AoE. Okay, we are definitely going for 1, 2, and then we'll go ahead and get rid of you with that card there. I obviously don't want to keep King alive, but if it's between King and having like an Escanor ultimate straight to the face, we're going to go for Escanor every single day of the week. Hopefully Sigurd can manage to finish him off there. I mean, the damage there from Maya was definitely nice, that's for sure. Real unfortunate the one time we have the double AoE, we didn't manage to get the Arthur buff as well. That's where, once you get that going, that's where a whole bunch of our damage is going to be coming from. But got a gold card. Fortunately, it wasn't King's as well. Ooh, gold rank up is still terrible for us. 2-star Sever card. Oh no, never mind. That was the... Okay. Let's see if I could break shield. Actually, I'm pretty positive we can actually come through with this one. That should just about get rid of Gotha, and then King by himself isn't... Hold on, that shield is actually tanking for real. Okay, yeah, no, Gotha's dead. That's alright, let's get on to the final opponent. I'm going to quickly cut back in here as well, because I think this is actually the first time that we've actually managed to get the MAI ultimate up in the showcase, which, once again, a little unfortunate. We still haven't had the ideal starting hand either, which is just my luck, but let's see. Honestly, it is a bummer as well that he has the King shield up, so a little bit of damage reduction happening, but, I mean, animation is... I mean, you get where I'm coming from. The animation is good, to say the least. And our final victim, what is it going to be? A Trader Melee Escanor team. I feel like we've been doing surprisingly well when it comes to actually out-CCing opponents as well, which is always nice to see. Can we kill... Just because I'm kind of scared of actually fighting this team, can we manage to kill the Meliodas right off the bat by going with this? I feel like this is probably our strongest starting hand, especially since, once again, we went the entire showcase without getting 2 of the AoE cards there. But, oh my god, Sigurd is just... Seeger's really turning up for this showcase, huh? Like, man is just here, and he's not having anything when it comes to MAI doing good in this showcase and being the unit. This team is just so much fun, like, especially since the Holy Relic materials are, like, infinitely farmable now. I would 100% recommend, especially if you have the characters built, to go ahead, get OG Arthurs. It is so much fun. And running something like this with the Meliodas in the middle, it is absurd what that team is capable of doing, especially since both the cards are like fairly strong. And Meliodas' substats are insane, his ultimate's insane. You've all seen it before. The character is by far the best character in the game. I would say he's definitely above King. I'm probably biased as well, just because I actually prefer using him as a unit as well. But let's see, can we go ahead and actually get rid of... Can we get rid of Escanor as well? I feel like Sigurd's pretty much just going to go ahead and just throw out this 1-star card and just do like a little less than expected. Okay, I was expecting him to just completely wipe Escanor once again, but I mean, with how low Escanor is, he's not going to be doing a crazy amount of damage from any of these cards. Fortunately, not being able to get the ultimate there from the dissolve, but look at that. Level 3 Guardian Slash. Perfect. And we can probably finish off with the AoE there. Margaret's still just a tad bit scary. That is pretty much the only problem you have when going with this team, especially if you don't go first and you have to wait for it to roll around to your turn to actually have the 3 Sigurd buffs apply. If they just go ahead and cleanse all of the debuffs, obviously, that isn't going to come into effect, which is really scary because pretty much your whole team and all the synergy you have is just gone straight out the window. Let's see, yeah. Level 3 Breath of Bless there. Let's go 1, 2, and I might as well just throw it into Margaret. I don't really have any reason to throw it into anyone else. Also getting the 2-star Alpha card there, which means we can buff up everyone with that. Goddamn, so much more tanky when level 3 Breath of Bless comes out. But look at that, like, if we could just be like constantly pulling that AoE card, if we could have like 3 of those and just have like the whole turn be that, she would complete, like, I have full faith that she would just wipe any team, even like level 3 Breath of Bless or not, like, she would just completely clean up. I think she's actually one of the only characters in the game with an AoE amplifier. Like, I know the Green Dairy has one, I know Red Dairy has one, I know obviously Mai has one, Melly has one, Rem has one, but like going on after that, like, it's a little bit hard to remember just all of the characters' cards in the game. Let's see, what do we want to... Can we kill? Can we even kill here? Let's go 1, 2, and I think I'm just going to chuck you into Gothar. For some reason, I have like a really strong feeling that he's going to go ahead and crit on Margaret here and manage to get me the kill. Okay, well, a little bit wishful, that's for sure. But I mean, we've pretty much got this one in the bag. Unless he gets a merger here. Please? Okay, there we go, yeah. That's alright, let's just wrap up the video. There we go, and that just about does it for today's showcase. I mean, there it is. It has been absolutely ages since we've seen the girl Mai. Don't know if I'll pull out Athena for any time soon. I mean, pretty much her entire usage is inside the 3v3 brawl mode. Even with the Holy Relic, trying to use her in the front or even in the back of teams can just be just a tad bit difficult, but I'll try not to forget her or Rugal anytime soon and try and include them in a couple more showcase. But I mean, that just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.